gender-based society to develop. But nevertheless, this kind of initiatives, which have become so apparent now, I must, without singing much laurels of this government and what we have done in the last 3.5 years, one thing for sure, that we have actually highlighted how little space is left in this country between a political economy and economy. In fact, it's pretty much blurred. And this is the government who, for the first time, actually educated the masses, the academia, everybody, that sustainable growth will always elude you if you don't look at the balance of payments, i.e. the current account deficit. Unfortunately, post-60s, when we had the right foundation, 70s was the global era of socialism and communism, in which we went into a nationalization and deindustrialization regime. Post that, Dubai might not be a good example, though we have better topography and equally good sun for the British investors to come here. Our geography has always posed us a challenge. 80s saw a decade of Afghan war, and actually, to say the least, our adversarial nature of relationship with our neighbor in the east hasn't really unlocked the regional potential what our geography could have provided us. Then came a decade of cyclical regimes, which an average cycle of one government was 2.5 years. So there was no long-term planning, which resulted that our manufacturing base and the UK economy itself has gone through a transition post-Edwardian times, through a industrialization cycle to a manufacturing cycle, and then to a heavy service sector driven economy, in which London now represents almost 50% of Britain's GDP, which is primarily driven by its service sector, and that is the transition in all economies. So what are we trying to endeavor here? Pakistan has to tread that path.
वफाकी वजीर सनत और पैदावार खुसरो बख्तियार सेमिनार से खिताब कर रहे थे। उन्होंने कहा मुल्क में सनती पैदावार को बढ़ाने के लिए इक़दामात कर